to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit SouthCentralKYMonuments.com.
Local news time from WCLU is 6:25. We have 56 degrees at our studio. We recorded 5/100ths of an inch of rain and quite a bit more out there to be had over the next couple of days. In area funeral announcements this hour, Jimmy B. J.B. Neal Jr., age 77, of Glasgow, died Saturday at Diversicare. Mr. Neal was a native of Monroe County and the son of the late Jimmy Buford Sr. and Ada Stone Neal. He was an employee of Lessonberry Lumber and a member of the Hopewell Baptist Church. In addition to his parents, he was preceded in death by a sister, Pearl Neal Franklin, brothers Roy Ed Neal and Raymond C. Neal, Fay Neal Sr., and a niece, Rosie Neal. Survivors include his brother, Ray Jim Buck Neal, and wife Betsy of Park City, a sister, Gladys Neal of Cincinnati, and a host of nieces and nephews. He also leaves to cherish his other family of 50 years, the Lessonberry family, where he worked and retired. Funeral services for Jimmy B. J.B. Neal Jr. will be at 11 o'clock on Friday morning at the Hopewell Baptist Church in Glasgow. Burial will follow in the Barlow Cemetery. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 Thursday evening at the church. The Hayes, Watts, and Purcell Funeral Home is in charge of those arrangements. Kenneth Elton Wingfield, age 79, of Brownsville, died Monday at Hospice House of Southern Kentucky. He was a member of the Poplar Springs United Baptist Church, and he worked at Holly Carburetor as an engineering supervisor, and he served in the Army during the Korean War. He is survived by his wife, Becky Booker Wingfield, a daughter, Kenya Jaggers of Brownsville, two grandsons, Leslie Thomas Stokes of Fort Lee, Virginia, and Luke Elton Jaggers of Brownsville. Services for Kenneth Elton Wingfield will be at 1 o'clock Friday at Poplar Spring United Baptist Church. Interments to be in the Poplar Spring Church Cemetery. Visitation from 2 until 8 Thursday at the Patton Funeral Home in Brownsville, and after 10 o'clock Friday at the church. Memorial contributions can be made to the Poplar Spring Church. Mary Rose Knuckles McCoy, age 84, of Glasgow, died Wednesday, February 7th at her home. She leaves to cherish her memories two daughters, Karen Rector of Smiths Grove and Janet Kensel of Glasgow, a sister, Martha Neal Cook of Louisville, and two special nieces. The celebration of life service for Mary Rose Knuckles will be at 11 o'clock Friday at the First United Methodist Church. A gathering for friends and family will be held immediately following the service in the Church Fellowship Center. Funeral services for Mary Martin, age 94, of Bonneville, will be Friday morning at 11 o'clock at the Seagull Funeral Home. Burials to follow in the Memory Park Cemetery. Visitation begins Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. Services for Linda Sue Grissom, age 63, of Horse Cave, will be at 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon at Wynn Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Horse Cave Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins at 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. Graveside service for Mary H. Lattis, age 95, of Cub Run, will be at 11 o'clock Thursday at the Galesboro Memorial Park in Galesburg, Illinois. Visitation is in progress at the Brooks Funeral Home. Funeral services for Noma Fran Page, age 73, of Cave City, will be this afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Wynn Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Cave City Cemetery. Services for Timothy L. Tim Bird, age 60, of Glasgow, will be today at 2 o'clock at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Heisfield Cemetery. Services for Marcella Ann Burge Key, age 62, of Edmonton, will be today at 1 o'clock at the McMurtry Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the White Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Do you want to show your Valentine you care? Do you want to show you put extra
Hi, I'm
thought
Fred
and effort
Parrish
into
here at
choosing
Parrish
a Valentine
Carpet in
for your
Glasgow,
Valentine?
Kentucky.
That's
My
what
parents
happens when
started
you
this
let
business
Jeff's Country
over 50
Florist
years
assist
ago,
you.
so we know
Over the
flooring
years,
here at
Jeff's
Parrish
been
Carpet.
involved in completing ideas,
We have a large
starting
showroom
ideas, making
and a
a
big
suggestion,
selection
or
in stock.
whatever it takes
We do
to make
custom
sure your
binding,
Valentine
and we
is
do free
wowed by your
estimates.
show of love and affection.
We've served a lot
Why
of
not
people in the
start by
50 plus
touring Jeff's
years,
showroom?
and we'd
You'll
like to
step
thank
into a
each
world
and
of
every one
creative
of you.
ideas
So
for the
if you have a
perfect
flooring
Valentine.
need, come see
Jeff's
us
Country
at
Florist in
Parrish
Haywood,
Carpet.
678-3585. We are on the web and on Facebook. TJ Regional. What do you really want to say to your Valentine? Let Jeff's make sure it's well said.
6:30 now at WCLU and 56 degrees. Let's turn to local sports. A lot of high school basketball action last night here in South Central Kentucky. Let's look at the girls' slate of activity first. It was the Glasgow Lady Scotties over Cumberland County, 74-25. The Barron County Trojanettes ousted Metcalfe County, 66-46. Marion County over Caverna, 58-46. It was Allen County Scottsville downing Warren Central 53-36. Monroe County over Greenwood 50-45. Edmondson County over McLean County 50-32. It was the Warren East ladies over Franklin Simpson 55-41. And Bowling Green downing Logan County 69-47. In boys action from last night, Glasgow over Cumberland County 84-63. Barron County over Metcalfe County, 68-41. Marion County ousted Caverna, 98-81. Warren Central over Allen County Scottsville, 85-34. In the evening's barn burner, it was Greenwood over Monroe County, 85-83 in double overtime. It was Edmondson County over McLean County, 76-73. Warren East over Franklin Simpson, 48-45. And Bowling Green downing Russellville by a score of 70-53. That's a check of local sports.
We provide a necessary and vital service to our community.
Medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lesenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
We're at 6:33 now, WCLU. I want to go ahead and let Ray Stajic talk about the weather because we have some moisture that's going to come in here and hang out for a little while, the way Ray explains it.
Some spotty showers already around this morning. I think the rain's going to continue to pick up over the next couple of days, the next 5 to 7 days, multiple inches of rainfall, and the opportunity for some flooding. So I'd imagine the areas that already have been hardest hit could actually see some more rain, especially to our east and north. Clouds with a few showers around this morning, some steadier rain in for the afternoon as we muster up about 60 degrees. We'll roll through tonight with some steady light rain around. We're going to fall back to near 59. Tomorrow, some showers in the morning. Then as we get into the afternoon, 69 degrees and cloudy. More rain tomorrow night. Periods of rain on Friday. Periods of rain on Saturday. Mid-50s Friday. Mid-40s on Saturday. Sunshine hopefully trying to get in here by Sunday, but then showers back Monday, Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's look at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen. Let me zoom in here a little bit closer so I can tell you that Most of the shower activity is still in southeast Tennessee. A lot of moisture making its way into the neighborhood, and we did get some rain in here last night, about 5/100ths, 0.05 is what we have in the rain gauge from last night. Seems like things are going to pick up a little bit as we move forward. We'll check the current conditions for you in just a moment, 6:35.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Time out there during our remote Saturday afternoon at Bluegrass Cellular in Glasgow, and we understand from the powers that be that the specials that we were taunting on Saturday are going to continue through the 18th of February. So today being the 14th and being Valentine's Day, might be a good day to take your sweetie out to Bluegrass Cellular, buy an Android device, and you'll be able to get an 8-inch Lenovo tablet for just $1 with the purchase of any smartphone. And as far as Apple devices go, you can save $228 on any iPad with the purchase of any smartphone. Now, those specials raked them in during the day on Saturday out at Bluegrass, and those specials do continue through the 18th. So just want to make you aware of that.
Hey, folks, this is Keith Hurt from the Front Porch in Cave City with a word about our Valentines special coming up this Wednesday night.
You gotta work till your dreams come true. You gotta work till your dream comes true. You gotta work till your dream comes true. Work until your dream comes true.
That's right, folks. Wednesday night at the Front Porch, we have two can dine for $39.99 on prime rib on Valentine's. So get yours and come see mine, the Front Porch.
You gotta work till your dream comes true. You gotta work till your dream comes true. You gotta work till your dream comes true. Work until your dream comes true. Work until your dream comes true. Work until your dream comes true.
The Front Porch Diner, Pub, and Coffee Shop, now open in Cave City, Kentucky.
Yeah, if the meal and the fun is as good as the jingle, it's going to be a big night. Dream come true on the Front Porch. I think we should move forward at 6:38 and talk about birthday and anniversary dreams today. You know who makes that possible, don't you?
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on?
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
BR Tire. We're always on call, and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after.
Nice. We had a nice call there. I was hanging up the phone here for a special lady wanting to wish a special couple a happy anniversary today, this being Valentine's Day, which means it's the anniversary of Ralph and Jenny Wilson. That's right, Mr. Ralph T. We used to always call him Mr. Ralph T. Tennessee Wilson and his lovely wife, Jenny. They are celebrating a big wedding anniversary today, as are Jerry and Davy Greer, as are Danny and Gail Berry. We have Gary and Debbie DeWeese with a wedding anniversary today. It's also the anniversary of Bruce and Glenda Mutter. It's number 38 for the Mutters today. Congratulations. Birthdays: Loretta Combs, Brianna Wheeler, Jennifer McPherson, Kim Piper. We owe a 30 gong here. Where is that 30 gong? It's the big 3-0 today for April Vaughn. Justin Lessenberry is into the double digits at 10 today. Larissa Garrett, Lisa Bryant, Sandy Gorin, Eva Neal, Kevin Harrison, all with birthdays today. And we got lots of room to tell you about lots more here at WCLD at 651-9149, 800-956-1023, online here from WCLUradio.com. We're ready for you, and we're ready for some archiving straight ahead, too. 20 minutes till 7 o'clock.
PBI Bank.
BR Tire. We're always on call, and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire. On Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took
Parsley, the son of Brian and Heather Parsley. It's going to be on Saturday, the 24th day of February. Now, the doors will open at this benefit at 5 p.m., the auction at 6 p.m. at the Cave City Convention Center. Advance tickets are $10 and then $12 at the door. Entertainment from the Sneed family. That's entertainment. And for more information, you can see Prayers for Colton Facebook page. And a lot of folks are working to encourage and to help out and get Colton all back to good health. And that particular event will certainly make a difference. Why don't we go archiving? Are you ready? This is where we go down memory lane. We look at some things that brought us here and explains the good works that have gotten us here and explains our hope for the future. Tony Hogan Health Clinic and Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services, two entities that really enjoy and really find it important that our community knows the history on which it is built. And we'll review after this.
You can feel the difference at Tony Hogan Health Clinic. Tony goes above and beyond when it comes to your health care. From opening early at 7:30 to giving his personal number to patients, just in case.
This is Nurse Practitioner Tony Hogan. If you're already a patient, I want to thank you. If you're not, give me an opportunity to show you the difference. I truly care about your health and well-being.
Call me Mandy at Tony Hogan Health Clinic and let's get you set up with an appointment. 651-6707 or come by at the corner of North Race and Cherry Streets in Glasgow.
One of the realities of old man winter is things need repairing. But when spring comes, don't be in a rush to get your agricultural or industrial equipment back up and running. Call Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services today and get those repairs done before spring. And even if you have a smaller operation or you just need some odds and ends for your home repairs, Joseph A. Wade is here to meet those needs as well. Joseph A. Wade is located on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, family owned and operated since 1985, a Right Tool distributor.
Couple more birthdays here that I just discovered.
And again, I think we need to give we need to kind of make a public announcement, PSA, kind of one of those things just to give folks a heads up out there.
Okay, you make it.
Attention, all men. Are all men listening right now? Even if she says she didn't want anything for Valentine's Day, you better get her something.
Okay.
Even if it's a card.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be 5 dozen roses.
That is a public service announcement.
I'm saying because the men are dumb sometimes, and they'll be like, well, she said she didn't want anything.
Yeah.
She does. That's a test. You will fail.
You learn that early in the relationship.
I mean, some people learn quicker.
I don't want anything, which means I want everything.
Well, not necessarily everything, but something. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I promise you, if you go home empty-handed, it will not be good for you.
Well, that's a good public service announcement because, actually, you could actually save the hide of some.
I'm saying, and guys, if you're not sure,
yeah.
Well, she said she wants a little something.
Yeah, that's
something.
Right. Just because tis the season.
There you go.
Tis the day. Good advice.
I'm saying, men can be crazy sometimes.
Yeah. That's a whoa! I just about dropped something here. Hold on. You got me rattled for sure. Hold on.
I got the best Valentine ever. Star Crunch. Check it out. Whole box of them.
You got a whole box of Star Crunch.
I wish like I could be like the Star Crunch spokesperson. Like
Are you gonna be like you gonna be bouncing off the walls? Are you gonna eat all those?
Yes, and I'm not going to share with anybody.
This morning?
I'm not going to share with anybody.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to admit how many I'll eat in one sitting.
Star Bright Star Crunch.
Yeah, I love them. I'm telling you.
Let's go back 100 years. Well, actually, we're going to go back 90 years in the archives. You know, we're trying to slow down a little bit because, as Ray Green told us, it was, you know, there was a lot of not much being published in 1918, getting the World War I cranked up, and a lot of stuff like that. So we're going to go to 1928. I wish I had gotten Mark to get a picture of this because this is a really good picture.
Okay.
That Ray Green provided us here of 1928. And the news story out of the Glasgow Times is Mr. Herbert Trigg, D.W. Wilson, and Owen Likens have formed a company, and they have taken over the Starr and Durant Car Agency.
Well.
The line was handled by Farmer's Garage at one time, and many were placed in the county. The company is now building both 4- and 6-cylinder cars at a very reasonable price. And this is a 1928 Durant Coupe. Can you see that up there?
I can't.
Oh, okay, I forgot. You're monitor poor, aren't you?
Let me see. I can probably pull it up.
It's a Durant Coupe.
A Durant
1928.
Coupe.
All right, so Mark's over here. He's going to take a picture of it, and we'll have it Durant Coupe by the time we get to 48. You got it?
Yeah, there we go.
Huh? All right, okay, yeah. It's a sharp-looking car. I wish I had a Durant. It's probably worth a whole lot of money.
I'd say so.
1928.
Okay, you can show me now. I'm watching on Facebook Live.
Okay, all right. Well, Marco, he's going to hook that up.
There we go. I see it.
Now we're going to go to 1938.
Where would you drive that little car to?
Well, I don't know. Wherever you didn't want to walk.
Yeah, valid point. Point for Henry.
Very reasonable price. That would put you, you'd feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
This day in 1938, Dudley Downing, age 12, a 7th grade pupil in the Horse Cave School, will represent Hart County in the annual Courier-Journal Spelling Bee for the second time. He is the son of Mr. and Miss A.C. Downing and a nephew of the Goodman brothers of this city. So the Downings and the Goodmans are related all throughout history. And in 1938 here, Dudley was going to be going for the spelling bee in the Courier-Journal Spelling Bee the second time. That's a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
When the Courier-Journal has that spelling bee, it's all heads are turned in the state of Kentucky, big time. So thanks to Dudley for making us proud.
For sure.
1948, we've got the story from Edmonton about Mr. and Miss Virgil Brown of Sulphur Well. They visited Mr. and Miss Henry Smith one day last week. Do you just not feel relaxed that it doesn't matter, it was one of those days last week.
They're not going to tell you what day.
We don't need, why get specifics and stress out? I'm not going to try to figure out which day it was, but here's the stressful part. When they were visiting Mr. and Miss Henry Smith one day last week, they got stuck in the mud.
Uh-oh.
And had to have a wrecker pull them out. And the writer goes on, believe me, you folks who live in town just can't picture this country mud when it's about half thawed and half mud.
Half thawed and half mud.
Yeah, it sounds messy.
It does.
So the writer here in the, whatever paper this is in the, the Republican. The Republican said, folks, living in town there, you got good roads or reasonable roads. But out here in the middle of nowhere, getting stuck in the mud and being towed out of the half thawed and the half mud.
Doesn't sound like fun.
Doesn't sound like something you want to get into.
No, not at all.
Doesn't matter. All right, that was 1948. Hopefully the roads improved.
Yeah, seriously.
1958, this was a big story in the Glasgow Daily Times. The Glasgow Electric Plant Board Friday night employed Glasgow attorney Cecil Wilson and the C.M. Stanley Engineering Company of Muscatine, Iowa, to assist the board in its preliminary planning and legal and engineering problems attendant to the acquisition of the Kentucky Utility Facility and services in Glasgow.
Well.
Compensation of both are contingent on the final completion of the electrical industry's acquisition.
Well, and I have a little addition here.
Okay.
That I knew out of my own head. Nobody else told me.
Okay, all right.
Dudley Downing is artist Joe Downing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that for
There
sure.
Well, see, I know things you didn't know.
But, you know, I think obviously at 12 years old, going to the state spelling bee, you know, that shows a lot of potential.
There you go. And I had no idea that was the same person. I just got a message.
Well, that's good. That's good to get those messages. You know.
I got my backup out there.
It helps us, you know.
Yes.
And this Glasgow Electric Plant Board deal right here in 1958, that was coming to fruition with attorney Cecil Wilson. And you know Cecil Wilson's daughter, Dr. Cecile Garman.
Yes, for sure.
And so anyway, just connecting the dots here, all right? We're doing a lot of dot connecting here.
Oh, yes.
It takes a lot of us to connect them, I think. Let's see, this day in 1968, David Martin, a 24-year-old floral designer of Greer's Florist, has been named the Kentucky Designer of the Year at the 11th Annual Kentucky State Florist Association. Now, that's impressive to get that award in front of all the people who do the same thing you do.
For sure.
That is very, very impressive for David Martin there in 1968. Kentucky Designer of the Year.
Got your car up there.
Okay,
you know,
where is that car? Oh, it's right above my head?
Yeah, right above your head
I
there.
see it, yeah. Do you see that? That's the, what did I say that was? That was the Durant?
Durant, yeah.
All right.
Don't look up Durant on Google.
Okay.
You're not going to get anything but basketball.
Okay, I got you. You got to squeeze it out there. But that's a pretty nice car. I'd like to have that car in 1928. Move around town. Thank you, Mark. Here we have this story out of 1978. We have a new lawyer in town this day in 1978, Angela.
Okay.
This day in 1978, Edward Bryan Hatchett Jr. Was admitted to the practice before the Barron County Courts. He was administered the oath of office by the Honorable Kaz R. Walden, an infamous judge here. And, of course, Edward Bryan Hatchett Jr., he just never outgrew being known as Eddie.
There you go.
To this day, he's Eddie Hatchett, but he's done quite well. And we're glad to talk good things about native Barron Countyans.
For sure.
1988, this day in history was the day. It's hard to believe. I didn't realize that this business was this established, but they are. This was the day in 1988 that a young Ronnie Nadeau and his bride Janice Nadeau cut the ribbon for Glasgow Tire and Auto Center.
Really?
Officially opening with a ribbon cutting.
I mean, you got to cut the ribbon.
Well, I mean, that's right, but, you know, you can go out there anytime today, and you'll see Ronnie and Janice out there working just as hard as they did back in 1988.
Who works harder?
With a lot of help and a lot of growth, but take it back to 1988, this was the ribbon cutting of Glasgow Tire and Auto Center.
You think he works harder or she does?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not going to answer that question.
I'm
going to vote for her.
I'm going to say she probably does, but hey.
She probably does, but she probably lets him think that he does.
What do I know about running a tire and auto center? I'm not going to be the judge. All right?
All right.
You're hanging me out. I see. First of all, this is the warning about Valentine's Day, and then the
I
warning
was trying to
about
help
who works
people.
harder. Yeah. This day in 1998, Mary Ann Oliver has been installed as the president of the Glasgow Barron County Board of Realtors. I know that Mary Ann did a great job as a member of that Board of Realtors and serving as the president. 1998. And finally, in 2008, we had the Madison Smith Machine Company celebrating their 25 years of business. The story goes that Mr. Dale Smith met Clark Madison while trading on a lathe. With their mutual interest in metal working machines and all the things mechanical, the two became friends, and that led to the partnership and the development of what is known now as Madison Smith.
Well.
There's the Madison. We know the Smith, Mr. Dale and Miss Mavis and their family, but that's just where it goes back to 2008, and they were celebrating a 25-year celebration.
That's pretty cool.
So we have lots to celebrate, I guess, is what we're trying to say.
For sure.
It's in the archives.
It is.
And it's fascinating to learn what we know and to put two and two together, like, Dudley Downing.
I'm saying.
And some of the other things that we learn, we're going to continue the process of learning.
We can do that.
Thanks to Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services, as well as thank you to the Tony Hogan Health Clinic. And a big thank you to the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center. And let's just jump in here again. We got to push this big celebration coming up on Saturday for Black History Month. The program is Saturday at 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And retired Lieutenant Colonel Donzel Moody is going to speak at the Cultural Center for the Black History Month program. And also Joe Trigg is going to speak as well. Both.
Yeah, Joe's supposed to be coming in here.
Is it today or is it tomorrow?
Whenever he gets back with me. Hint, hint.
Okay, all right. It's
hint, hint, Joe.
Well, I've got a big biographical sketch of Joe over here to use when we introduced him.
Yeah, if he doesn't come in, I'm just going to make up stuff and talk
We
about
just
it.
have to get him in here. Both will share their experiences in the military on the program on Saturday, and I know that's going to be very fascinating indeed. Part of Black History Month, Saturday at the Cultural Center. Okay?
Okay.
It's 6:55.
For GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Growth begins with an idea.
It's 56 degrees now, WCLU at 6:56. I got to get caught up here. I know I'm driving everybody crazy over there. I'm not doing a good job of telling you when to switch and when not to switch. But I just learned that Jerry Huffman has a birthday today. Let's get Jerry on the birthday list today. And I also need to come over here and tell you that I just learned about Donald Bruton. Donald Bruton having a birthday. Well, I just wrote that down, didn't I? Okay, Donald Bruton. Let's see if I got an age on Donald here. 29 and holding, it says. So we will put that in there and take that into account. And then we also have Jerrick Martin. Jerrick, that's Jerrick. Jerrick Martin is 11 today. Now we're in good shape here at WCLU 657.
Citizens. Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up.
2 children died this way. A 13-month-old in the state of Missouri, a 7-month-old in the state of Texas. Both their parents had just gone on doing other things and got so busy, forgot their children were in the car, and the children died. Studies show that about 12 children die this way every single year. It's hard to imagine that we can get so busy that we forget about our children. But as sad as this is, a word of comfort is that our God never gets so busy that he forgets us. Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Yes, these may forget, but I will not forget you, God said in Isaiah 49:15. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
Uh-oh, it's a...
Of Modern Woodmen of America.
Let me tell you, today we're patting on the back by special request, Kevin Harrison. It's his day because it's his birthday, and sometimes that works out real good. It's Kevin Harrison's birthday, and it's Kevin Harrison Day on the radio. And if you happen to see Kevin Harrison around town today, we'd be tickled if you'd pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. You know they're going to be having something delicious for lunch today. And, of course, for Valentine's evening, the place will be hopping for sure because folks just love going to Texas.
Weather from the WCLU
Hi,
Weather
I'm
Center.
Fred Parrish
Brought
here.
to you by South Central Bank.
Put some muscle in your money. South Central Bank has unveiled a big new 18-month certificate of deposit that lets your money earn 2.25% APY. Wow, you heard right. It's 2.25% APY. And you can open yours today with a minimum $500 deposit. Hurry to your South Central Bank office because this offer ends February 23rd.
Offer to consumers only. Penalty for early withdrawal. Maximum deposit $99,999 per account.
You do the math. 2.25% APY is a great rate and is available through February 23rd only at all locations of South Central Bank. Member FDIC.
Getting ourselves into a period now of rainfall over the next 5 to 7 days. Multiple inches of rain expected for some. The heaviest pocket of rainfall does look like it's going to be off to our north and northeast. However, I still think some generous amounts here as our 5-day totals may actually exceed 2 to 3 inches in many areas. The 7-day totals now start getting interesting, possibly 3 to 5 inches of rain. So if you are in an area that is usually prone to flooding, there's a pretty good chance we may get some here over the next 5 days or so. Periods of rain developing as we go through today, 60 degrees. Overnight tonight, some steady rain around. Showers at times, 59. Showers tomorrow morning. Some dry weather in the afternoon, but cloudy, 69. And the rain comes back tomorrow night. Periods of rain on Friday. Saturday, maybe some sunshine by Sunday. Highs Friday in the mid-50s, Saturday in the mid-40s, and we'll shoot into the mid-50s on Sunday, but showers return for Monday and Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Down at Glasgow Building Supply, they have really been busy.
In Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
70792-5703 or mytimesaversky.com.
703 and 56 degrees from WCLU. Long John Silver's A&W All-American Foods. Tickled to be sponsoring trivia. Tickled to be making sure that you have something mighty good to eat each and every day out there at Long John's. And talk about a value, listen to this, that they have right now on the A&W side. Long John Silver's A&W All-American Foods in Glasgow has a huge deal for a limited time. Listen up. Not one, but 2 double cheeseburgers for $6. Now, these are two 1/3 pound double cheeseburgers for $6. What a deal. You can't find anything like that except at Long John's A&W on the Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Two double cheeseburgers, 1/3 pound, $6. Wow. Long John's.
Some offices run more smoothly than others. Part of the reason, Barron County Business Supply.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits?
I really enjoyed another anniversary for this Valentine's Day. Martha and Daryl Hurt. It's their 9th anniversary. Martha and Daryl Hurt, number 9. And we have Avalon Russell. Avalon is 79 today. Congratulations. Now, you heard the Long John Silver's commercial, which means it's time to play Long John Silver's trivia today. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Valentine's Day trivia. Can you tell me why was Saint Valentine jailed by Emperor Claudius in the 3rd century? You know, Saint Valentine had kind of a rough life. He was very much looked down upon by some of the powers that be. He was put in jail. He was jailed in the 3rd century by Emperor Claudius. For doing what? Hello, trivia.
Marrying people, and he wasn't supposed to be.
That's exactly right. And you sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Bill told me.
Bill told you. Okay, well, you got your spare parts over there, huh? Well, who's this speaking, by the way?
Sandy Thomas.
Hello, Sandy. How are you today?
Fine.
So y'all are Valentines, huh?
Well, yeah.
For a few years?
Several.
Yeah. Well, so that's it. It's interesting when you read about Saint Valentine. And I've got my information right here. Hold on, Sandy. Saint Valentine was jailed because back in the day you weren't supposed to. It became, I guess, taboo to marry people. They didn't want anybody else married for a while. And so this Saint Valentine actually broke the rules and married people, and Claudius says, sorry, you're going to jail. And of course, as the story goes, Sandy, in jail, he became enamored with the jailer's daughter. And so the first Valentine was a Valentine that the guy in jail, Saint Valentine, sent to the jailer's daughter.
Wow.
Who was actually, the jailer's daughter, actually, I believe, I'm trying to find my notes right here, was blind. And Saint Valentine was trying to help her cope with the fact that she was blind.
Oh.
So nonetheless, there's a lot of sweetness in there, along with a lot of tragedy. But nonetheless, you've done what's required to win a big fish dinner at Long John's A&W Fish and More, okay?
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in, Sandy, and you have a good day, all right?
Thank you. You too, Henry.
Bye-bye. All right, that's Sandy Thomas. That's right. It's St. Valentine was actually jailed for performing weddings. Which back in, I guess it was the 3rd century A.D., there was I guess a ban on. I just now found my notes. Let me double check and make sure that I covered everything here real quick before we take the news break here. Let's see, the jailer's daughter's name was Julia. And the jailer asked Valentine to help Julia with her lessons because Valentine was so smart. Julia was blind and needed somebody to read the material for her to learn it. Valentine then became friends with Julia, his work with her when she came to visit the jail. So anyway, it also says here that the emperor who put him in jail came to like him. He offered to pardon Valentine and set him free if Valentine would renounce his Christian faith and agree to worship the Roman gods. Not only did St. Valentine refuse to leave his faith, he also encouraged Emperor Claudius to place his trust in Christ. Valentine's faithful choices cost him his life. The Emperor Claudius was so enraged at Valentine's response that he sentenced him to die. So, the lesson there is, Claudius, if you're going to keep your faith, it could be costly. Nonetheless, the story of Valentine, Saint Valentine. And thanks to Sandy Thomas, we'll have a winner tomorrow, I am sure.
CBS News Update. A federal judge in New York becomes the second in the country to block an order by President Trump, ending a program that protects dreamers. UC Berkeley Law Dean Erwin Chemerinsky.
Those who have DACA status continue to have DACA status. Obviously, what's going to depend on is what does the Supreme Court do in this regard.
The High Court could announce a decision on whether it will hear the issue as early as Friday. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell has set a Friday deadline in the immigration debate as Democrats balk over an amendment to crack down on sanctuary cities. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
We've gotten into this situation now where there were no votes on Monday, no votes on Tuesday. Leader McConnell said he wants 1,000 flowers to bloom, and this is going to be an open, freewheeling process. But everyone here on Capitol Hill is still waiting to see those flowers peek up out of the ground.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
This is WCLU
Your
Glasgow.
beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed.
Unfordville, W253BN Glasgow. Services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
I'm Jared Persley. And I'm Daniel Bird.
Good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
BR Tire. We're always on call, and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire. On Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to community relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose, $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
It's 14 minutes after 7 o'clock, 56 degrees. Ray Stajic says that we're going to have some rain off and on for the next several days. We'll check in with Ray in a moment. Let's go to the newsroom live now. And News Director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. A Monday afternoon accident sends 2 to the hospital. 55-year-old Ricky L. Emberton of Glasgow was traveling westbound Monday afternoon on Burksville Road in his 05 Chevy pickup when he crossed the center line into the eastbound lanes of traffic, striking a 92 Ford pickup truck in the driver's side door. Pickup overturned several times, ejecting the driver, 59-year-old James Twyman of Summershade. Twyman was flown from the scene to U of L Hospital. A teenage passenger in Twyman's vehicle was transported to T.J. Sampson Hospital by Barron Metcalf EMS for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. The East Barron Volunteer Fire Department, along with the Temple Hill Volunteer Fire Departments, responded. The Cave City Council met Monday night. Fire Chief Kevin Jant spoke to the council about the department's need for new radios. The bid Jant gave the council was for 20 new radios, a new duplexer and repeater, coming in at a little over $32,000. While the duplexer and repeater will give the department their own radio frequency, it's not a necessity. With the promotional prices set to expire at the end of this month, Jant noted the cost would nearly double if they were to pay full price. The council's finance committee will get with Jant to make the final decision. A lot on Schoolhouse Lane will be sold at the courthouse door. The city had to do a certain amount of work on the property, including tearing down a structure, which resulted in the filing of a $5,000 lien. The amount owed is on top of the $7,000 lien for delinquent taxes. The council approved Mayor Dwayne Hatcher to attend the sale and make a bid on the property. Once owned by the city, they can decide how to best recoup what's owed to the city. Robert Smith gave an update on some of the city's financials. For the month of January, a little over $37,000 was collected in restaurant tax, a little over $9,300 in transient room tax, all of which was transferred to the Tourism Commission. Cave City Police Officer Joey Judd arrested 34-year-old Winston Coates of Cave City Monday morning. Officer Judd had received a complaint that a silver Toyota Corolla that was traveling on North Dixie Highway, the driver was possibly under the influence. Officer Judd made contact with the vehicle on Doran Drive. Officer Judd ultimately arrested Coates, charging him with DUI, no insurance card, failure to produce insurance, possession of marijuana, and operating on a suspended operator's license. Coates was lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. And with the details from this month's Metcalf County Board of Education meeting, here is Superintendent Dr. Benny Lyle.
The Metcalf County Board of Education met in regular session on Monday, February 12th. Our recognitions were from Metcalf County Elementary School. Student of the month was kindergarten student Maddie Irvin. Our certified employee of the month was teacher Miss Kathy Jesse, and our classified employee of the month was custodian Mr. Chris Park. In other business, the board heard a report from band director Mr. Tyler Fenwick, who gave us an update on the fundraising and the efforts for new uniforms for the band. In other business, the board heard from personnel of the Family Resource and Youth Service Centers on the fiscal year 19 and 20 school district assurance certifications and an update on the work that they do. The board approved the technology offer of assistance, which is an annual item that we do to get matching money from the state for our technology within the school district. And then the board approved architecture agreement with RBS Design for our renovation of the Community Education Center. The next meeting of the Board of Education will be Tuesday, March 13th.
Right now it's 7:18 a.m., 56 degrees.
America's.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to community relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose, $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parish Carpet.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in
Capital. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good, Angela. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Probably not nearly as busy as you are in Frankfort.
Well, I don't know. You stay pretty busy. When I'm at home, I see you on television in the morning and listen to you, so I know you're staying busy.
Well, I stay busy as I want to be. Now, you guys, I know you guys have been busy. You all have been passing bills, of course, and committees have met. But now, I think the big question that everybody wants to know is, where are you guys at on the budget?
Well, we're working diligently on that and doing our due process, our due diligence. Obviously, that's an important thing to not only the Commonwealth of Kentucky, but more importantly to its citizens. Because, of course, I think among our biggest programs in the budget that we have to deal with education, which takes up more of the budget than any other issue, and then also Medicaid. Medicaid's a big part of the budget, and so I think it's important for us to try to do what's right for the citizens of Kentucky in a very difficult budget time.
And now this also goes back to the fact that you've said more than once that you like to hear from your constituents. So if people have maybe heard there are going to be some cuts to some programs that really impact them, you definitely want those folks to reach out to you.
Yeah, Angela, I don't know if people where I get so many that it's hard to respond to everybody yet, and I will make sure that that when they send those messages up here, everybody at least knows by the end of the session that I've heard those. But I want to see them, and I want to get input from what the people in our community is concerned about, and whether that deals with the budget or any of the bills. Okay, I've been getting a lot of information from our constituents about issues such as the retired teachers' health care benefits, and also about Friskies, which is a program in the school system that provides programs for our students, especially our students that have more financial and family needs.
So you do want to hear from your constituents as far as what they hold dear.
Yeah, I think it's very important because I represent the people of the 23rd District, which is primarily Barron County, and I want to know what they're interested in and what they feel like are the most pertinent issues that face them in their daily lives, and what is in the best interest of not only the Commonwealth of Kentucky but our area. And
again, people can find all the bills that are filed at Kentucky LRC's website. But now, I want to remind people that there are probably 600 bills filed.
Well, I think right now in the House alone, that number is probably in the mid to upper 300s. And obviously most of those bills are not going to be heard. I think not only do you check to see what bills they've got filed, but also what bills are going to be heard in committee, because they have to go through committee before they can be thrown forward. So.
And now, as far as the state pension system, do you think y'all are going to have time? I know the session's, while it's not over, it is winding down.
Yeah, I think the time is possible. I think the more the difficult is having a consensus on it. I think both the House and Senate are about ready to come out with some pension proposals, and I think that at least in the House, we've asked that once that comes out, that we want time to talk to our constituents and about any concerns they have on it, or any, maybe that they feel like it's the right proposal. But I think it's important that we hear that, and then I think the hardest part will be coming up with a consensus as opposed to having time to do it.
Something that everybody can live with.
That's correct. And then no matter what ends up happening, it's not going to be perfect for everybody. It's just there's no such thing as a perfect bill. But we'll see what happens. But that's a difficult process.
But again, people need to keep in mind when something is a proposal, it is just somebody's idea of what you should do. It's not law.
That's correct. Whenever they present that proposal, it's not hard and fast yet until both houses pass it. So we're still in the process of doing that. But I think it's important that people that we hear from our constituents about any areas that they have, any areas of concern that they have.
Well, all right, and folks can get a hold of you at 502-564-8100 or steve.riley@lrc.ky.gov.
That's correct.
All right. Thank you so much, State Representative Riley, and don't work too hard this week.
No, don't worry about it, and look forward to seeing everybody this weekend when I get home. Thanks.
Thank you so much. For a complete take on local news, as well as a full list of all the events you won't want to miss, as always, you can log on to WCLUradio.com. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs.
This is Casey Law with this week's Trojan Report. Any girl interested in trying out for the BCHS softball team in grades 10 through 12 will need to be prepared for tryouts this Friday from 3 to 5 in the JROTC building. Congratulations to Natalie Gray for being selected as the WKU Scholar of the Week last week. Students are currently reviewing for the COSA, which will be given in 2 weeks. Sophomores and juniors will be taking the ACT on March 20th, and freshmen will take it on March 21st. The test that freshmen and sophomores take will be a practice ACT. The results of this practice test will help to identify areas where students need more instruction and hopefully better prepare students for the ACT they will take as juniors. Congrats to the BCHS swim team on the 400-yard relay. Jordan Billingsley, Hannah Doyle, Caroline Kinsman, and Mara Burrell on their 6th place finish at regionals. Hannah Doyle also finished 12th in the 100-yard butterfly. Senior Josh Brown has been doing an apprenticeship with J&M Manufacturing and will be going to Canada for a week of training on a CNC machine, which is some of the newest technology in this area. The certification and training on this machine will qualify him for much higher wages, and he will likely train others in Glasgow after he masters this new machine and technology. J&M is very complimentary of Josh, his work ethic, and character. On the sports calendar for this week, on Thursday, the Trojans and Trojanettes basketball teams close out the regular season on the road at Clinton County, and next Monday, the Trojanettes will take on Monroe County in the 15th District Basketball Tournament at Glasgow. And next Wednesday, the Trojans will play the Scotties in the 15th District Basketball Tournament, also at Glasgow. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS, tune into our daily student radio broadcast on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com each day at approximately 7:30 in the mornings and 3 p.m. in the afternoons. That has been this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High School, where we value pride through preparation, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. We are BC.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Ed Huckleberry. Allegations of sexual harassment are filed against Fayette County Coroner Gary Ginn. The allegations are made by former Deputy Coroner Melissa Neal. She quit after 2 years in the office, and she tells WKYT.
In the office environment itself, it was a very uncomfortable environment, a very degrading environment. As my time wore on there, it became more and more difficult to be comfortable in my position and comfortable as a person there in the office.
Neal says Ginn made off-color jokes, comments of a sexual nature. In all, there were 13 allegations. 6 of them have been substantiated. Ginn says it's an ongoing investigation, and he and his deputies will have retraining through human resources. The state will pay $14.3 million to caregivers of more than 1,500 children that are in state custody.
The payments will bring the state into compliance with a federal court ruling mandating that they pay family members and close friends in the same manner as licensed foster parents. The payments will begin later this month to about 15 caregivers, but officials at the Cabinet for Health and Family Services say they expect the ruling to impact nearly 1,600 children in the fiscal year that begins July 1st and ends June 30th of 2019. The following fiscal year, state officials say they expect the ruling to impact 1,700 children and cost $15.3 million. Kentucky has about 8,500 children in state custody, a record number state officials say is climbing in part because of the opioid epidemic. I'm Will Clark.
A Powell County man is jailed on drug and gun charges and could soon be facing federal charges as a multi-county investigation continues. Adam Hall has surrendered to local and federal agents. He was in possession of a stolen fully automatic MP5 submachine gun and other weapons as well as methamphetamine. The arrest and investigation has also reached into Montgomery and Menifee counties. I'm Ed Huckleberry.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo-Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo-Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
BR Tire.
Turn to local sports. A lot of high school basketball action last night here in South Central Kentucky. Let's look at the girls' slate of activity first. It was the Glasgow Lady Scotties over Cumberland County, 74-25. The Barron County Trojanettes ousted Metcalfe County, 66-46. Marion County over Caverna, 58-46. It was Allen County Scottsville downing Warren Central 53-36. Monroe County over Greenwood 50-45. Edmondson County over McLean County 50-32. It was the Warren East ladies over Franklin Simpson 55-41. And Bowling Green downing Logan County 69-47. In boys action from last night, Glasgow over Cumberland County 84-63. Barron County over Metcalfe County, 68-41. Marion County ousted Caverna, 98-81. Warren Central over Allen County Scottsville, 85-34. In the evening's barn burner, it was Greenwood over Monroe County, 85-83 in double overtime. It was Edmondson County over McLean County, 76-73. Warren East over Franklin Simpson, 48-45. And Bowling Green downing Russellville by a score of 70-53. That's a check of local sports.
Here's the score from the Kentucky News Network. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Well, it's a big game tonight for University of Kentucky men's basketball on a number of levels, and it's going to be a tough one. They're at number 11, Auburn, as they look to turn things around. They've lost 3 in a row. They're at 6-6 in the SEC. With a loss tonight, they will fall below 500 in conference play. Auburn comes in tops in the conference at 22-3 overall, 10-2 in league play. Just one game in the SEC last night. Number 18, Tennessee, completing the regular season sweep of the Gamecocks of South Carolina, 70-67. That in Knoxville. Sophomore Grant Williams leading the Vols with 22 points on 7 of 10 shooting. From the college hardwood to the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea, the much talked about return of snowboarder Shaun White.
Shaun White, one more hit. Will it be enough? Frontside 12, perfect. That is the run that he needed, and he put it down.
Shaun White is back on top at the Winter Games. White winning the gold medal in the men's snowboard halfpipe finally threw down a 97.75 on his final run to earn the top spot on the podium. A little redemption while he was at it. White failed to medal at the 2014 Games in Sochi. From the cold slopes of the Winter Games to the warm diamonds of spring training baseball. In Goodyear, Arizona, Reds pitchers and catchers reporting yesterday, manager Brian Price saying that Brendan Finnegan isn't a lock for the starting rotation as originally thought. Homer Bailey, Anthony DeSclafani, and Louis Castile are all penciled in for 3 spots. The first workout is today. Position players are due Sunday. The National Hockey League, now some high drama in downtown Nashville last night. The Nashville Predators hosting the St. Louis Blues. First place for the Preds in the NHL Central Division on the line. It came down to, well, some free hockey.
Forsberg picks up at center. Moves in on Carter Hutton. Through the left circle. Cuts across. He scores! And on an overtime penalty shot,
Philip Forsberg nailing the game-winning goal as the Preds upend the Blues 4-3. The Preds scoring 3 unanswered goals in the third period. They stay 2 points up in the Central Division as Winnipeg beats Washington in overtime. I'm Scott Fitzgerald.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Always on call, and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program where you...
Here we are at 7:36 and 56 degrees this morning from WCLU. We got to talk about our birthday honorees here, but first things first, let's get a better handle on the way the rain is going to work its way in here. Ray Stajic, staff meteorologist on duty at the Weather Channel for us this morning.
Some spotty showers already around this morning. I think the rain's going to continue to pick up over the next couple of days, the next 5 to 7 days, multiple inches of rainfall, and the opportunity for some flooding. So I'd imagine the areas that already have been hardest hit could actually see some more rain, especially to our east and north. Clouds with a few showers around this morning, some steadier rain in for the afternoon as we muster up about 60 degrees. We'll roll through tonight with some steady light rain around. We're going to fall back to near 59. Tomorrow, some showers in the morning. Then as we get into the afternoon, 69 degrees and cloudy. More rain tomorrow night. Periods of rain on Friday. Periods of rain on Saturday. Mid-50s Friday. Mid-40s on Saturday. Sunshine hopefully trying to get in here by Sunday. But then showers back Monday, Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Making it hard to plan there, Ray, with periods of showers each of these days. Of course, it wouldn't be a washout. It ruined the entire day. But it's hard to know when it's going to be messed up. We'll just hang with it and watch and see. We had about 6/100ths of an inch of rain so far, not a whole lot. But there is a lot of moisture in the neighborhood. It just seems to be to our southeast right now. 56 degrees at WCLU. Are you looking for...
Round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to Community Relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose. $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Who?
Boy, they've been having some fun times at Ralphie's. You just want to be sure and get in there and be a part of it, whether you got a party or just to get together or you need some space to have some folks get together. It's Ralphie's. It's Fun Center, emphasis on fun. Today, we just learned that Joyce Phillips is having a birthday. It's Avalon Russell's 79th birthday. Jerry Huffman, Jarek Martin, Donald Burton. It's Loretta Combs celebrating. Brianna Wheeler, that's Brianna Wheeler. Jennifer McPherson, Kim Piper, April Vaughn, April's 30 today. Justin Lessenberry is 10. It's Teresa Garrett, Lisa Bryant, Sandy Gorin, Eva Neal, Kevin Harrison, all with birthdays today. Anniversaries, Martha and Daryl Hurt, number 9 for the Hurts. It's number 38 for the Mudders, Bruce and Glenda Mudder today. Gary and Debbie DeWeese, Danny and Gail Berry, Ralph and Jenny Wilson, Jerry and Davy Greer. That's what you have, a nice birthday list. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023 or online here from WCLUradio.com. 56 degrees. It is 7:42. Thanks to Ralphie's.
Citizens First has a great opportunity for you to...
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Persley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Through the aspen leaves, or maybe he will let you ride a good horse above timberline with 14,000-foot peaks all around you. And yes, maybe God will let you ride or walk to the top of those peaks and see for 100 miles. Pray that you can wander through the woods when snow lies heavy on the ground or when autumn leaves are so colorful that they take your breath away. And finally, pray that he will let you do this alone so that you will know that he is God and that you are never without his presence. Sometimes we need to heed Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Well, let's see. With all the accuracy of Cupid, we shoot the arrow toward the big wheel, spin it, and come up with tidbit news. Tidbit news that may not be the biggest story of the day, but it's a big story.
It might be a big story.
Is that right there, Mark?
That's what I understand.
Yeah, it could be a big story depending on who's watching and listening.
That's right.
All right, here we go. This story in the archives. I've seen stories like this before. I just don't get them.
Okay.
Hours after Michelle Myers went to bed with a pounding headache, the mother of 7 woke up and realized something was wrong. The left side of her body was numb.
Uh-huh.
Ms. Myers was rushed to the nearby West Valley Hospital in Goodyear, Arizona. Doctors said that she had suffered from aphasia, which is the loss of speech, typically caused by a brain injury or a stroke.
Right.
Quote, I went to say my name. My name is Michelle, and it came out like Rabbit Fox. Rabbit Fox.
I heard this story today.
Myers told Fox News that no one could understand me. I was like, is it something wrong with my brain? Well, eventually Myers was able to form a sentence, but it was unlike anything her family had ever heard.
Hello.
The woman, who grew up in Oklahoma, sounded British.
Oi.
Her doctors even seemed surprised. They sent in a psychiatrist who put Ms. Myers through a series of tests.
Do you like dogs?
So you ready for this? The 45-year-old was diagnosed with a speech disorder called
Yes.
foreign accent syndrome. You cannot make this stuff up.
Oh, man, it's too good.
She suffers from FAS,
Yeah.
foreign accent syndrome. The condition is extremely rare, with only 60 cases reported since 1907.
FAS.
According to a 2011 study published by the peer-reviewed medical journal. BMJ is the name of it. Ms. Myers undergoes tests for foreign accent syndrome at a hospital in Goodyear, Arizona.
What do they test for that?
I don't know how they do that exactly. Maybe just give a bunch of sentences to read.
Like how accurate it is? Or,
say it could be.
She's from Suffolk, yeah.
Yeah. It's physiological or it can be triggered physiological, Ms. Myers explains. Either one, it's not controlled by the person. Doctors told Myers that FAS was most likely a side effect caused by hemiplegic migraine, if that's the right word, or if that even is a word.
Yeah, so she had a real bad headache.
Hemiplegic migraine, a serious type of migraine headache with symptoms that are similar to a stroke. That's a bad migraine.
You know, my wife has migraines, and if she comes home speaking British, I'm not going to call the doctor. I kind of like the accent on her.
Well, you take her out for fish and chips.
Yeah.
It's actually quite dangerous, Miss Myers explains. It looks just like a stroke, but it's not a stroke. They don't know how or what triggers it. That's another scary part of the story.
What if she would have come with like a Swahili accent or something?
Yeah, that could still be a foreign accent syndrome.
Right. I mean, it's not just British. It
That's
could be
right.
like,
Yeah, speaking in tongues. Miss Myers also suffers from Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is EDS, a genetic connective tissue disorder.
Sounds like they call it rectal cranial inversion.
Yeah, something like that. You can't tell much about it from the name.
Yeah.
This wasn't the first time Ms. Myers noticed her accent change. I thought doctors would think I was crazy at first. People were laughing. They thought I was playing, but then they quickly saw my panic.
I want to wake up with a pirate accent. That would be awesome.
Just get a parrot.
Oh,
you want the pirate accent?
Yeah,
You don't
that's
want.
what I say. Yeah, if I was to wake up, if I was going to get it, I'd hope that I would get the pirate accent.
Well, it seems to me that you'd have to be always sort of flustered sounding to pull that off.
Ahoy!
All right, that's enough on that story. But let's move over to this other story here. Think about this. Think about the talent. See if you think this is fair. Okay.
Okay.
A federal judge has awarded $6.7 million to 21 graffiti artists after their works were destroyed in 2013 at the Five Points Complex in Queens, New York, to make room for luxury condominiums. U.S. District Court Judge Frederick Block made the award Monday after a jury ruled that in November, Jerry Wolkoff, the owner of the buildings that comprise Five Points, violated the artist's rights under federal law. Eric Baum is an attorney for the artist. He told CNN that the decision was a triumph for artists all around the country. The cultural significance of 5 Points and the value of the aerosol art created by the 21 plaintiffs has been recognized as fine art.
Well, I know there are a lot of artists that that do that. So I mean, just the fact that it was graffiti art does not necessarily mean that they were defacing property.
Right.
But it just sounds a little strange to me that they were, $6 million?
Yeah, 6.7.
That'll buy a few cans of Krylon.
But it goes into 21 different people. So
wow. Well, yeah, I
don't know. Divide it up.
Well, it wouldn't even be worth going to court then.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, the thing is, somebody owned the building, so.
Well, that's why I wonder. Did they own the property of the substrate that which was painted on, or?
I bet you anybody that ever paints graffiti again is going to be cited for trespassing.
Don't let that sink in, anybody. If you get caught defacing down here at the tunnel or something, you're probably not going to get $6.8 million. You're
No.
probably going to get slapped with the handcuffs.
But you look at those. I love watching the trains come through here with the graffiti from wherever in the country, up in the eastern seaboard.
It's usually gang related.
Yeah, but it's pretty nice art.
Some of it's really neat.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what we have. We've got the British accent, and we've got the quite the settlement in the graffiti case there.
It'd have to be like a mad pirate if I was going to have it. Like Captain, not Jack Sparrow, but the other guy. The Barbossa.
Yeah.
Get back, you Scarborough.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's the way most pirates are, aren't they?
Yeah, they kind of, just a little ill, and that's why my wife calls it hot and ill.
Well, the thing is, if you woke up with that,
yeah, you might get hot and ill. All right.
She'd probably want to investigate it in a hurry.
You're gonna holler in there. Get that.
That's right.
I don't think that'll work.
Quit being a pirate. You parrot.
Yeah.
All right.
Dog.
That's tidbit news for today.
Good Lord.
The Empty Nest Inside Pharmacy Express is your shop for home, body, gifts, weddings, babies, and more store. You'll find a little bit of everything, and it's far from empty. If you need a gift for someone during bereavement, the Empty Nest carries wind chimes, picture frames, birdhouses, and canvas prints for remembering a loved one. Celebrating a new baby or a couple just getting married, the Empty Nest has bridal and baby registry too. You'll see it's not so empty at the Empty Nest inside Pharmacy Express at the corner of the Bypass and Cleveland Avenue in Glasgow.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Convenient stop in Horse Cave, Kentucky.
We're going to say goodbye, au revoir, to all of the folks tuned in on our live, stream, except for Mark over there.
Yeah, well, I wanted to wish a happy Valentine to my wife. We have a pretty good fun time up here, and she's often the topic of what goes on in my house. But,
That's right.
Just want to tell her I love her, and we've been together for almost 10 years now, and couldn't think of a better way to spend it.
Yeah, and bearing in mind, though, that you need to make it safe that you're the one who brings her up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We're not picking on her.
No. It's absolutely we're not picking. And we don't pick on her. Usually, I'm the dummy of the ordeal.
That's fine. And she's a very nice gal.
Oh yeah, she's one of the best.
That's right. So you married up, as they say.
Absolutely.
All right.
So ahoy there, get to the galley.
So why don't we just send this Valentine song that I'm going to play as soon as I end the broadcast to her? Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
We'll be back and we'll do more tomorrow. Martina and our very own Jim Brickman Valentine.